We help tech startups hire amazing talent because if you don't have an amazing product and an amazing sales team, you will cease to exist if you're a tech startup.
What did you want to be growing up?
Honestly, a lawyer. And then I found out more about being a lawyer and I was like, no, I do not want to be a lawyer. CEOs, CROs, founders, they're just like, hey guys, I need an engineer. So what I do is I slide into their DMs and I say, hey, would you like me to help you find that amazing person? And typically they say yes. Basically in the tech world, if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, you don't exist.
Your life was a movie. What would it be called?
Intensity. I kind of stumbled into recruitment via being a college recruiter in my very first job out of college. Now I get to recruit people for a living. So what's really cool is that we get to come into those most necessary searches where this is like business mission critical. Like we need to get this filled ASAP.
If you could go back and tell your younger self one thing, what would you say?
You got this.
Okay.
I was a super shy kid.
Hey everybody, my name is Lee Case Jr. and we are back with another episode of 15 Minutes With. Now, we are in, as some folks used to call back when I was a young lad, hot Atlanta with my friend all the way from, well, you're from here, right?
I'm from New York, actually.
From New York.
Crazy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who
crazy.
held upon Atlanta to be here for us for 15 Minutes With. Julia, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Lee. So good to be here. Thanks for having me.
So, Julie, I met you just a couple months ago at this phenomenal conference. You were like gliding across the stage. Some people might have even said that you evolved.
They may have said that.
I feel like you probably
It was
evolved.
after all the Evolve conference.
It was the Evolve.
It was
conference.
indeed, yes.
So tell me, Julia, who are you and what the heck have you been doing?
Thank you for asking. I am the CEO and founder of Aligned Recruitment, which is a tech recruitment company based here in Atlanta.
Okay.
We help tech startups hire amazing talent. So we do that across their organization, most commonly for engineering and sales.
Okay.
Because if you don't have an amazing product and an amazing sales team, you will cease to exist if you're a tech startup.
So you help tech startups.
Yeah.
Do cool things.
Do very cool things.
Like have people who to do the cool things.
Yes.
So what does it look like in reality for you, like your everyday life?
That is such a good question. So my favorite part of my life is CEOs come to me. I'm very loud on LinkedIn. That's actually what I talked about at Evolve. That is like my thing.
Yeah.
So LinkedIn is cool because everyone who needs my help is there.
Yeah.
They are
That's what they
VPs,
play.
CEOs, CROs, founders, and usually they're just spraying and praying.
Okay.
They're just like, hey guys, I need an engineer. Hey guys, I need a killer tech seller. So what I do is I slide into their DMs and I say, hey, would you like me to help you find that amazing person?
Okay.
And typically they say yes.
Okay.
So I get on this really fun call with them where I just ask a million questions. So I say all the time, I was either going to become a recruiter or a therapist. They're very similar.
Oh my God.
So I channel the therapy energy into, we call them intakes, these intake calls where I just ask a crazy number of questions, like
All in their business.
all about their business. We don't get into like their personal life. I mean, if it's appropriate, I might be like,
So tell me, how was golfing this weekend?
yeah, where should I go to dinner this weekend?
Yeah.
But no, so we talk about their team, their company, their dreams, their missions, their values, why they're hiring, who they're ideally looking for, what hiring has looked like for them in the past, what the pain points have been, aka why we're on this call now, just
How we got
hasn't gone well. How do we get here? Right, exactly. So it's super fun. We do this kind of deep dive discovery process. I talk to them about how we work with our clients. And then when we start working together, we do an even deeper dive into the specific position they need help with right then.
How do you build trust with that?
That's such a good question. A lot of it has been testimonials. Like I can point to hundreds of
As seen on.
hundreds of roles.
Y'all, she has testimonials. Okay. So as seen on.
I've seen on.
Yeah.
And then I have my list of startups we've hired for before.
Okay.
Our list of successes, of wins, of people that have been so gracious to shout our name from the rooftops, which I'm very thankful for. So I have social proof. I have evidence that we've done this before, that I'm not just this random girl sliding into the DMs. I have a reason to be telling them that we can do what we do.
So was this always your path?
That is such a good question. I don't know a single recruiter where this was always their path. I'm going to be totally honest.
One.
You
Do you know Desiree Goldie?
No.
Okay, so firstly, she has this lovely podcast called Talentless Podcast.
Yes.
Okay, her and her sidekick, they do all this crazy talking, but she is like one of the best, most talented people I had known, and like it's just her thing. Like it's just her
That's
thing.
just
I feel like
cool.
God created her, and it's like, Desiree, go forth, recruit.
You will be a recruiter.
You will be a recruiter.
That's amazing. So I've always known I wanted to ask questions. I've always been very curious,
Law and crime
insatiably
type of
curious.
person, law and order.
Is either this or being an investigative journalist,
Okay,
right? Like
love it.
right choices.
Okay.
So I loved recruitment because I am like most millennials where my work is very important to me. It's not just I clock in, I clock out, I don't care about it. I want to deeply be invested in what I'm doing during the day. And it was so frustrating in the beginning of my career struggling to find that. So I really deeply care about where people spend the majority of their time, AKA at work. So because I was genuinely curious about that, and because I honestly got some really early opportunities to do that, I kind of stumbled into recruitment via being a college recruiter in my very first job out of college.
Sure.
Now I get to recruit people for a living and not only help hiring leaders solve their hiring challenges, but help people find their dream job.
So I have this theory. I believe that recruiters and those that are in talent acquisition are like the supply chain management people for the organization. And you're sourcing,
Yeah.
you're qualifying, you're ensuring that the pipeline is continuous, that you have the right product for what the business needs.
Hmm.
But in some cases, recruiting is thought of as an afterthought. Like, let's just go find a person. Talk to me a little bit about how you find the right person for the organization.
That's such a good question. So, what we do is different and that we're not an internal recruitment team. We're basically a SEAL team. Like we come in when the
I'm
internal
Army guy, so I'm poor.
so you know what I'm talking about right now, right?
Yeah.
So we come in when it's urgent or there's an emergency or they don't have an internal team or their internal team, their bandwidth is stretched too thin.
Yeah.
So what's really cool is that we get to come into those most necessary searches where this is like business mission critical. Like we need to get this filled ASAP. So as far as how our process looks, because we do that super detailed intake, we're then able to go to market. And the next step in our process is what we call a calibration, where we go find 10 people who fit exactly what they told us on that intake call. And we run through their profiles live on a call with the hiring leader and say, did we hit the mark? Did we miss the mark? What should we
The
look for in
QA
addition?
process.
Exactly.
Love it.
Because it takes so much longer to fix it on the back end. Whereas if we get it right at the beginning, then they give us their feedback and we can immediately go to market and look for the right people. So we do that mostly via LinkedIn. I mean, there's a billion people on LinkedIn now. And
Yeah.
basically in the tech world, if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, you don't exist.
We're judging you silently
We're just
and
not
out
gonna,
loud.
we're
and
just
we
not
can't
gonna find you.
you.
We just can't find you. So that's what's really cool about that tooling. And LinkedIn has this amazing new AI functionality now. So we have an amazing sourcing team, but we also use their AI sourcing tool. So we're able to dive really deep, get really specific in who we're looking for, where they come from, past roles they've had, titles they've had, years of experience they have, even those little tiny keywords in their profile. We're able to dig into all of that and then get the right people in front of the team.
So as you think about where you are today versus maybe what you want it to be, I don't know. There's a friend of mine, Nakisha Hicks. She wanted to be a flight attendant. She became a VP of HR.
Same.
Same.
Thing.
Makes total sense. What did you want to be growing up?
That's such a good question. Honestly, a lawyer. And then I found out more about being a lawyer and I was like, no, I do not want to be a lawyer.
Okay.
So again, if you're a lawyer, you have to ask a ton of questions to make sure that you're presenting the case in the most ironclad way possible. So I've still taken that piece of the role,
Yeah.
but now I get to do it in a way where honestly, I just didn't want to do all the paperwork. It's a crazy amount of paperwork. I wanted to be doing this, talking to people, interfacing with clients, interfacing with candidates, interfacing with my team. This is what I love.
So if your life was a movie, okay, picture it. Sicily, 1940. No, not Golden Girls. But
Sure.
if your life was a movie, what would it be called?
Intensity.
Hmm.
I am a very intense person. I've gotten this feedback for my entire life.
Who said this?
Oh, everyone I've ever met. I think
Maybe I never said this.
You've never said this. You're so
So
right.
most
You're so
people,
right.
but not-
most people, but not you, because you're similar. We're similar. Like we're on the
3
same.
cups of coffee.
Right. Like
Without coffee?
we wake up that way.
Yeah, I woke up like this. That's what
Yeah.
Beyonce said. Yeah.
So honestly, my origin story is I'm the oldest of 7 kids.
Okay.
So there was really no way around being intense. Like it's just a
You had
way
to
of
adult early.
life. I had to be an adult really quickly. Like the triplets are the last of the 7 of us.
Serious?
My parents had triplets after 4. So they were born. I was 8. I was immediately changing diapers, feeding them, like 3 high chairs lined up, feeding them their baby food.
Wow.
So it really wasn't an option to like not be intense. Like I really had to like go to 4th grade, come home, take care of the kids, have dinner, do homework, go to bed. Like it's always been intense.
The idea of being the oldest, it is underrated. I am the oldest. My sister, so my mom's a nurse, okay? My mom would sometimes work 11 to 7, sometimes 7 to 3, sometimes 3 to 11. It just depends, right? So this one time I had to do my sister's hair. It was the last time I did her hair. You ever see The Color Purple?
No, I
Okay, there's there's a lady in The Color Purple. It's a kind of famous person. You don't know
I've never
Oprah.
seen it.
Oprah is
Okay,
yes. Okay,
okay.
must watch. Must
Okay,
must
clearly
watch.
on my list.
But she had the Sealy plaits from The Color Purple. I cannot do hair. I cannot do hair.
Oh,
I have a daughter. I am praying for her.
you're gonna have to figure it out. Someone's gonna have to figure it out.
Thank God for godmoms and my sister.
You're like anyone,
Anyone,
anyone at
please
home,
help
please
with
help
this.
me out. That's
So-
so funny.
We're gonna do this thing I like to call rapid fire. Now, normally we have a card, but today we're gonna do a little bit of okay. We're gonna shake it up because we're in Atlanta, so we have to do things a little
We've got
different.
to, yeah.
Okay, so the first thing that comes to your mind, that's what we want to hear.
Okay,
Okay,
go.
salty or sweet?
Salty.
What?
Are you joking? You wouldn't pick salty.
I'm not even supposed to challenge this, but now I feel like I have
That's
to.
you're like, wait, so there's a right answer to these questions.
No.
I'm understanding.
I judge silently, not out
Not
loud.
silently. Not
It just
silently.
happened so fast. Sorry, guys. Okay, so salty. Outside or inside?
Outside.
Okay, that fits.
Yeah,
that fits.
That's a fair point.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could go back and tell your younger self one thing, what would you say?
Oh, that's such a good question. The first thing that comes to mind is you got this.
Okay.
I was a super shy kid. I was very introverted. I was very quiet. I was very insecure. I was very shy. So I'd be like, girl, you got this. You can do this. You can have confidence and you can exude it.
Yeah. You got this.
You got this.
So I would like to open it up here. You get 2 questions that you get to ask me. I know. Dangerous.
Whoa. You asked me so many good questions today.
Yeah.
Can I flip 2 of them back to
You
you?
do whatever you like. This is your show. Girl, you got this.
I'm in charge. I'm in charge.
You
Okay.
got this.
Here are my questions for you, Lee. Number 1, I'm very curious to know your answer to the what did you want to be when you were a little kid?
There were a couple things. One of them was a cultural anthropologist. And my
I'm
mom,
impressed you knew what that was.
well, I've been asked this before. So I wanted to be a cultural anthropologist. My mom said, "Oh my God, that sounds so great. You might be poor."
You were like,
Nothing against the folks in anthropology, but that's what she said.
sure.
So instead, I've kind of committed myself to becoming a technology anthropology and focusing in on technology change, how change impacts the way that people think about and experience work.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like to focus on the cultural side. Okay, short bit here, right? When I started dating, the person that controls my life, also known as my manager, okay, also known as my boss.
Okay.
Inside of my phone, I had this album of faces.
An album of what?
Faces.
Faces.
Because there is science around attractiveness, around distance of eyebrows, around X, Y, and Z. So I wanted to learn about this. So Christian's like, why do you have who are these people in your, and he was like, there's a face and then there's a research. And there's a lot of studying around this.
That's
I really wanted to be a
hilarious.
cultural anthropologist.
Clearly.
Yes.
So you kind of are that. Just like you fit it into your marriage and you fit it into your job.
I forced it. It was a force.
Force it. You force
All right. Number 2.
Okay, the second question for you is when you think I want to do 5 years in the past and 5 years in the future.
Oh God.
So when you think about where you were 5 years ago to where you are now, are you shocked, happy, sad, surprised, excited, etc.? And then same question for 5 years in the future, where do you anticipate being?
So for most things in my life, I'm a planner. I'm an Army guy. Okay. I'm also a project manager. I'm a technologist. I like to plan and I like to work the plan. I do not like surprises. Okay. Surprises give me anxiety. That
No,
anxiety.
do not plan a surprise party for Lee.
No. My family tried to plan a surprise birthday party, but I was looking at people's locations. So it's like, guys, no.
I see you.
I see you all clustered together like a little cell, all the little dots over my house. I see you. I'm with you. I'm coming through the door. Okay. No surprise, just hugs.
Good for
okay?
you. Good for you.
But so that's pretty much, I did not anticipate being a podcaster. I didn't anticipate having a show. So that is a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
And obviously I have a young daughter who's almost 4 months. And so that's a little bit of a shock as well.
Mm-hmm.
5 years in the future, I might be retired from the Army. I just hit 18 years.
Congratulations.
So I don't know what I'm going to do to fill that space in my life.
Uh-huh.
And maybe I'll be done with another portion of my educational journey.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
So, last question I have. How do people find you? How do they connect with you? How do they like sign up for the 3 cups of coffee? So tell us. We want to know.
So I'm actually the only Julia Arpag on LinkedIn. So you can go find me there right now. I talk a lot about my LinkedIn journey because when I started the business 3 years ago, I had 12,000 followers. Now I have 76,000 followers as of today. So come join me. We have a great time on LinkedIn. And then the second place you can find me is alignedrecruitment.com. You can see those infamous testimonials that I mentioned, all of the happy startup founders and CEOs who we've gotten to find people for their teams. And I'd love to hear from you.
All right, everybody. Well, we have reached the conclusion of our time together. You already know what I'm going to say. I am hijacking this from Tabitha Brown, of whom I love and adore. Tabitha, if you're listening, please come on the show. But anyway, so have yourself the most amazing day. But even if you can't, don't you dare go messing up nobody else. Thanks, Tabitha, for letting me borrow that for a minute. All right. See y'all. Bye.
That's a great line. Don't mess
We're
with
done.
anyone else's. That's awesome.
You did great.
Thank you.